Morning, students, and welcome back to yet another lecture of financial management. Today, in this video, we'll study about cost of capital. We're going to do numericals on cost of equity capital, cost of preference capital, cost of debt, right? And of course, we'll calculate weighted average cost of capital, that is WACC, right? So let's move ahead. Like as usual, keep your register and pen ready, calculators ready, because you do calculations along with me for better understanding. Okay. Yes. So let us first understand what is cost of capital. Like the cost of capital is an important financial concept. It links the company's long-term decisions with the wealth of the shareholders as determined in the market price. So whenever a business organization raises funds, it has to keep in mind its cost. Now, the term cost of capital refers what it refers. It refers to the minimum rate of interest which a firm must earn on its investment so that the market value of the company's equity share does not fall. Now, there are four basic sources of long-term funds for a business, as we all know. Long-term debt and debentures, preference share capital, equity share capital, and retained earnings, of course. So through all of these sources may not be tapped, though like all may not be tapped by the firm for its funding activities. And now each firm has their own separate capital structure. So the specific cost of each source of funds is the after-tax cost of financing. So it can be before tax, provided the basis in the same for all the sources of finance being considered for calculating cost of capital. So the procedure for determining cost of debt, procedure for determining the cost of preference, equity capital, as well as the retained earnings, we will discuss right in further. So first, let's understand how to calculate cost of long-term debt. Now, debt may be issued at par or at a premium or at a discount. So it may be perpetual or redeemable debt. So the technique of computation of cost in each case has been explained in the following paragraphs. Now, the formula for computing cost of long-term debts at par, it's KD, that is cost of long-term debt, is equal to 1 minus T into R. Now, T stands for tax rate and R stands for interest rate. Okay, so KD is equal to 1 minus T into R. Let's understand with the help of example. Like for example, if a company is issued 10% debentures and tax rate is 50%, so it will be 1 minus 50%, 50 upon 100.5 into 10%. So you get 5%, your cost of debt is 5%. Understood? Next is, in case of debentures are issued at premium or discount, then the formula changes. It is I, that is annual interest payment divided by net proceeds, NP, into 1 minus tax, right? So this is how you calculate in case of premium and discount is given. The formula changes. Now you have to note down these formulas. These formulas are very important. At R, KD is equal to 1 minus T into R. And at premium and discount, KD is equal to 1 upon N. I is interest. This is I amount of interest upon net proceeds 1 minus T. Okay. Now, when you calculate redeemable debts, the formula changes. Now it is I is the amount of interest 1 minus T plus F minus P upon N and F plus P upon 2. Now what is F? F is face value of debentures and P is net proceeds and N is number of years for maturity. So the formula changes in case of redeemable debts, right? So it depends what is asked to you, what information is given to you in the numerical. As according to that, you have to move. Just like in ratio analysis, what is given to you, you move ahead according to that, right? So in case of numericals, you have to be very prompt and you have to be very have a presence of mind that what is given to you, what is available, and how you have to move, proceed. You have to decide. Understood? Next is cost of preference share. Now the preference share represents a special type of ownership interest in the firm. So preference shareholders must receive their stated dividends prior to the distribution of any earnings to the equity shareholders. So in this respect, preference shares are very much like bonds or debentures with fixed interest payments. So the cost of preference shares can be estimated by dividing the preference shares by dividing preference dividend per share by the current price per share. as dividend can be considered a continuous level payments. So what is the formula? Formula is KP is equal to cost of preference share capital KP. Here by mistake it is KD. It is KP is equal to PD preference dividend plus face value minus net proceeds F minus P divided by number of years of maturity upon F plus P upon 2. Very simple to remember. ऊपर F minus P है, नीचे F plus P है. F is face value, F P is net proceeds, P वही alphabets रखे ताकि आपको ध्यान में रहे. N is number of years of maturity. So this is the formula to calculate cost of preference capital. Understood? Now, what is cost of equity? Now, cost of equity capital is the cost of the estimated stream of net capital outlays desired from equity sources as defined by E.W. Walker. Now, James C. Van Horn defines the cost of equity capital can be thought of as the rate of discount that equates the present value of all expected future dividends per share as received by investor. Now, the cost of equity capital is the most difficult to measure. A few problems in this regards can be like the cost of equity is not the out-of-pocket cost of using equity capital, or the cost of equity is based upon the stream of future dividends expected by shareholders. It's very difficult to estimate, right? And another can be that the relationship between market price and with earnings is known. Dividends also affect the market value, which one is to be considered. So this is how you calculate the cost of equity. There is dividend price approach, that is KE is cost of equity divided is equal to dividend upon market price. D stands for dividend, T stands for market price. Note down the formula. When growth rate is given, it is D upon P plus G. When EPS is given, it is EPS upon P, where P stands for market price in each case. You know what is EPS? हमने पढ़ा है capital structure में. Earning per share. So there are three formulas of KE depending what is given to you, right? If growth rate is not given to you, simple D upon P. If growth rate is given to you, plus G kar do. If nothing is given to you, only you know P and EPS, the formula is EPS divided by P. So depending upon what is available in the numerical, you have to use the formula, right? So all the formulas should be like by heart. You should know it, right? So now the ultimate goal is to calculate weighted average cost of capital. ये सब individual cost तो निकाल रहे हैं ताकि हमें WCC निकालने मिले. ठीक है, WACC निकालने मिले. So weighted average cost of capital is also known as composite cost of capital. Overall cost of capital, weighted marginal cost of capital. आपसे कुछ भी बोल के exam में पूछ सकते हैं. But WACC is most commonly used. That is weighted average cost of capital. Now the weights to be employed can be the book value, market value, historic or target. So book value weights are based on the accounting values to assess the proportion of each type of capital in the firm's structure. Market value weights measures the proportion of each type of financing at its market value. And market value rates are preferred because they approximate the current value of various instruments of finance employed by the company, right? So historic weights can be book or market weights based on actual data. Such weights, however, would represent actual rather than desired proportions of various types of capital in the capital structure. And target weights, which can also be based on book or market value, reflects the desired capital structure proportions. So if the firm's historic capital structure is not much different from optimal or desired capital structure, the cost of capital in both the cases are mostly similar. However, from a strictly theoretical point of view, right, the target market value weighing the scheme should be preferred because marginal weights are determined on the basis of financing mix in additional new capital to be raised for investment. The new capital to be raised is marginal capital, and the proportion of new capital raised will be the marginal weights. Okay, so this was all about to make you understand the theory side of the cost of capital. Now let us understand the numericals because it's more important from exam point of view. So the very first numerical, let's read. Very simple, just to make you understand. A company issued 10% irredeemable debentures of rupees 10,000. The company is in 50% tax bracket. Calculate the cost of debt capital at par at the 10% discount and 10% premium. Remember the very first three formulas. So at par, what was it? Formula लिखा है कि नहीं लिखा है आप लोगों ने? टेल मी. R into 1 minus T, tax. So R is rate of interest 10%, tax 50%. तो 0.5 लिखा है कि हाँ 50 upon 100 करना होता है, right? Then what was the next formula? At this अभी हमको निकालना है डिस्काउंट. डिस्काउंट कितना है 10%. So 10% क्या हो जाएगा? माइनस हो जाएगा. समझ आया? किस में से माइनस हो जाएगा 10%? नेट प्रोसीड्स में से. अंडरस्टूड? सो नेट प्रोसीड्स कितना है आपका 10,000. उसमें से आपका 10% माइनस कर दो. 10,000 का 10% होएगा 1,000. सो 10,000 माइनस 1,000, 9,000 becomes your net proceeds. और यहाँ पे अमाउंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट आपका 10% of 10,000. That is I, annual interest. So 1,000 is your annual interest. 10% of 10,000 divided by net proceeds on discount 10,000 minus 1,000 into 1 minus tax 50%. When premium comes, you have to add. So add 1,000 and 10,000 because premium hai. 1,000 is your amount of interest annual. 11,000 is your net proceeds at 10% premium. 1 minus tax. Simple. Formula yaad hai? Nothing difficult. Simple. Let's understand now the main second numerical how it goes. Now we are given capital structure of X Limited. Equity share capital 20,000 shares 4 lakhs. 6% preference shares 1 lakh, 8% debentures 3 lakhs. Always remember the percentage is the percentage of dividend for preference shares and 8% is percentage of interest for debentures. Okay. Market price of equity share is given to us 20. It is expected the company will pay a current dividend of 2 per share, which will grow at 7% forever. तो समझ में आ रहा है? कुछ क्लिक हो रहा है? ग्रोथ रेट दिया हुआ है, डिविडेंड दिया हुआ है, मार्केट प्राइस दिया हुआ है, कॉस्ट ऑफ इक्विटी निकालने का काम आएगा. टैक्स रेट दिया है 40%. We are asked to calculate WACC, that is weighted average cost of capital, right? This is the main numerical. This is how you'll be asked in the examination to calculate WACC. तो पहले आपको निकालनी पड़ती है individual cost. So before we calculate weighted average cost of capital, specific cost of capital will be calculated for each capital structure जो दिया हुआ है, equity, cost of preference, cost of debentures. So let's proceed one by one. Cost of equity formula क्या है? KE is equal to T upon P plus G. T is dividend per share, P is market price of share, and G is growth rate. You are given everything very clearly. 20 rupees market price, 20 rupees market price, 2 rupees dividend और 7% growth. आपको put up करना है formula में. ये percent है इसलिए 0.7 है. 7 upon 100. Understand? Cost of debentures आपको ना par ना premium कुछ भी नहीं बोला है, तो हम par में consider करेंगे. So 1 minus T into R. So 1 minus tax into rate of interest 8 divided by 100 to get cost of debentures. तो आपने cost of equity निकाली, cost of debenture निकाला. Simple. थोड़ा complicated होता है अपना cost of reference capital, पर formula आया तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Now PD is amount, remember, it is not rate. So PD is amount of preference dividend. F is face value. P is net proceeds. This is number of years of maturity. ओके. अब यहाँ पे हमें कुछ नहीं दिया था ना, फेस वैल्यू दिया था, नेट प्रोसीड दिया है, हमें कुछ दिया है, यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं दिया है, तो उसको ऐसे केस में हम उसको 100 see the note. It is assumed in the absence of information that the face value and net proceeds from the preference share are rupees 100 each and redemption period is 10 years. So this is you have to assume and put up in the formula in every numerical. अगर नहीं दिया है तो चलो PD क्या है? अमाउंट ऑफ प्रेफरेंस डिविडेंड, दैट इज 100 रुपीज जो फेस वैल्यू है उसका 6 रुपया प्लस फेस वैल्यू हमने 100 एज्यूम की, हमने नेट प्रोसीड्स भी 100 एज्यूम किया और 10 हमने इयर्स रिडेम्पशन पीरियड एज्यूम किया. 100 minus 100 divided by 10, 100 plus 100 divided by 2. You calculate, you get 0.6 as your KP, cost of capital. 100 क्यों लिया? हमने एज्यूम किया क्योंकि इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं थी, क्योंकि फॉर्मूले में तो we can't put 0 ना. So in the absence of information you have to assume P as 100 and P as 100 and N as 10. दिया है तो वो यूज करो, नहीं दिया है तो अज्यूम कर लो. और ये हमने अमाउंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट निकाला फेस वैल्यू पे 10% और 6% ऑफ 100. ओके. चलो तो ये आपको तीनों कॉस्ट मिल गई. अब हमको तीनों कॉस्ट की मदद से क्या निकालना है? WACC. अब ये टेबल आपको याद रखना है. सोर्सेस के आपको कितने अमाउंट थे. Now this is third column and fourth column आपको ढूंढ के निकालना. तो fourth column आप ढूंढ चुके ऑलरेडी. स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट आप ढूंढ चुके. कॉस्ट ऑफ इक्विटी, कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रेफरेंस, कॉस्ट ऑफ डिवेंचर. तो व्हाट इज दिस? कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर प्रोपोर्शन क्या है? Now this is proportion of each capital in the total capital structure. इक्विटी का टोटल कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर में कितना प्रपोर्शन है, मतलब 8 लाख टोटल कैपिटल है, उसमें 4 लाख कितना प्रपोर्शन है, 4 लाख डिवाइडेड बाय 8 लाख इनटू 100, मतलब इक्विटी कॉम्प्रोमाइजेस ऑफ 50% ऑफ टोटल कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर प्रपोर्शन। समझ आया? वैसे ही व्हाट इज द प्रपोर्शन ऑफ प्रेफरेंस कैपिटल, 1 लाख डिवाइडेड बाय 8 लाख इनटू 100, what is percentage proportion of debentures, 3 lakh divided by 8 lakh into 100। इसको हमने कन्वर्ट नहीं किया है परसेंटेज में, क्योंकि हमें पॉइंट में ही चाहिए, क्योंकि हमें मल्टीप्लाई करना है। यहाँ पे परसेंटेज में करते हैं आप कैलकुलेट, फिर से इनटू 100 करके यहाँ वो आता है 50%, लेकिन आपको पॉइंट में इसलिए रहने देना है सबको, क्योंकि आपको मल्टीप्लाई करना है आपस में, परसेंटेज यू कांट मल्टीप्लाई ना। सो नाउ हाउ यू गेट, you know this from already given to you, आपने ढूंढ के निकाला प्रपोर्शन, जिसमें समझाया अभी। स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट आपने फॉर्मूले पुट अप करके ढूंढ के निकाली अभी, ये तीनों स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट ये यहाँ पे पुट अप किया आपने, ठीक है। और आपने क्या किया, मल्टीप्लाई किया C इंटू डी, C इंटू डी मल्टीप्लाई किया तो क्या मिल गया आपको, WACC मिल गया हर एक का। 0.50 इंटू 0.17, 0.125 इंटू 0.048, 0.375 इंटू 0.060, आपको मिल गया WACC। तीनों को ऐड किया तो आपको टोटल मिल गया 0.1135, इसको इंटू 100 किया तो परसेंटेज में मिल गया 11.35%। so, नीचे आप लिखेंगे WACC is equal to 11.35%। simple। This is your main numerical that will be asked to you in the examination. It is as simple as that. Just have to remember the formulas and this table, right? Let's do one more. Okay, now do it with me. Okay, now Mazars ABC and Company has the following capital structure as on 31st March 30। now 12% debentures दिया है, 9% preference shares दिया है, equity shares दिया है 5000 shares of ₹100 each, total capital structure है 10 lakhs का। और क्या क्या दिया हमें, equity shares of the company are quoted at 102 market price and expected dividend of ₹9 per share, growth rate 7%। अब देखो, अब न्यूमेरिकल पढ़ के समझ में आ रहा है ना ये इंफॉर्मेशन कहाँ यूज करनी है। and on the assumption that the applicable income tax is 40%, calculate WACC। so WACC निकालने के लिए आपको स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट निकालनी पड़ेगी, that is cost of debenture, cost of preference, cost of equity, टेबल में पुट अप करना पड़ेगा, प्रोपोर्शन निकालना पड़ेगा, मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे WACC मिल जाएगा। simple as that। let's move, let's calculate specific cost one by one। now the calculation is as given। now cost of equity, we all know D upon P plus G, D is dividend given, P market price is given, growth rate 7% is given। so आपको put up करना सबसे easy है cost of equity, right? cost of preference capital वही PD plus F minus P upon N, F plus P upon 2। अगेन यहाँ पे हमें ना फेस वैल्यू दी है ना नेट प्रोसीड्स दिया है प्रेफरेंस डिविडेंड का, हम उसको 100 अज्यूम कर रहे हैं। हमें 9% डिविडेंड दिया है, 100 रुपीज फेस वैल्यू हमने अज्यूम की है, उसका 9% 9 रुपीज निकाला और वैसे ही पुट अप कर दिया। 10% इज द रिडेम्पशन ईयर हमने अज्यूम कर लिया, मैच्योरिटी ईयर। हमने इस तरीके से हमने क्या निकाला, हमने कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रेफरेंस कैपिटल। कॉस्ट ऑफ डिबेंचर भी हमको ना पार दिया है, ना प्रीमियम दिया, ना डिस्काउंट दिया है, कुछ भी नहीं दिया है। तो हम लोग सिंपल फॉर्मूला KD इज इक्वल टू 1 माइनस T इंटू R, सिंपल, ठीक है। फॉर्मूला याद रखना चाहिए। अभी तीनों हम स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट पुट अप करेंगे टेबल में, ये हमने पुट किया स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट। अभी हमें क्या निकालना है, proportion of each capital in the capital structure, वही 5 लाख डिवाइडेड बाय 10 लाख इंटू 100, 2 लाख डिवाइडेड बाय 10 लाख इंटू 100, 3 लाख डिवाइड बाय 10 लाख इंटू 100। हर एक का प्रोपोर्शन कितना है, दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई किया, C और D को, हमें E मिल गया, WACC मिल गया, ऐड किया, टोटल WACC मिल गया, मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100 किया, परसेंटेज मिल गया। Simple। So numericals are very simple of WACC, cost of capital, very scoring। You just have to remember formulas। फॉर्मूला भी डिफिकल्ट नहीं है, ठीक है ना। थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस करोगे, बार बार सॉल्व करोगे तो फॉर्मूला दिमाग में घुस जाएगा, ठीक है। इट्स ऑल पूरा खेल फॉर्मूले का है। सो दो नॉन फाइनेंस से भी स्टूडेंट्स है वो भी इजीली ये कर सकते हैं। जैसे बहुत सारे न्यूमेरिकल्स है फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट में, जैसे रेशियो एनालिसिस, कैपिटल बजटिंग, कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल, लिवरेज। यहाँ कहीं भी आपको बेसिक नॉलेज नहीं चाहिए फाइनेंस अपना कॉमर्स का या किसी का, तो ये बहुत स्कोरिंग सब्जेक्ट है फॉर एवरीवन अराउंड। चाहे वो इंजीनियर हो, चाहे वो BSc हो, चाहे BA हो, चाहे कोई भी ग्रेजुएशन करके आया हो। बीकॉम वालों को तो इजी है ही है। So BBA है, BCA है, सभी को सिंपल जाएगा because they are pure formula based and pure logic based। Okay, So I hope you all have understood this, and there are some takeaways, and I hope it will help you in your examination. So practice the numericals that I have solved in the video, and also you can solve more numericals from the book. I have also referred you the book. I've told you which book to refer. So from that book, you can solve more numericals. If any difficulties, I am available, right? But as I told you, the motto of our class is practice makes accounts perfect, right? So practice, 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 and you will score maximum. Okay. So all the best. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.